featuring the Spartanburg Methodist College Pioneers and your Bob Jones University Bruins. It's at this time we ask you to please stand for a word of prayer followed by our national anthem. Father, we thank you so much for bringing us all here safely tonight. We thank you for a start to a new season for both of these programs and the chances you've given these universities through athletics. I pray that we would all show your love in our words and actions tonight. It's in Jesus' name, amen. It's time to meet the starters for the visiting Pioneers. Number 4, Bailey Beck. Number 9, Aurora Aho. Number 11, Brantley Price. Number 23, Kendall Minder. Number 25, McKinley Smart. Number 30, Tristan Crane. The libero for the Pioneers, number 1, Hannah Vucinich. They are coached by Michaela Holcomb. Now it's time to meet the starters for your Bob Jones University Bruins. She's a junior from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, number 1, Lois Vito. Next is a sophomore from Simpsonville, South Carolina, number 7, Jamie Robinson. Now a sophomore from Chilhowie, Virginia, number 12, Hannah Goodwin. A junior from Detroit Heights, Pennsylvania, number 13, Madison Goldstrom. Senior from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, number 14, Faith Blaylock. Junior from Bumpus, Virginia, number 16, Emily Lewis. The libero from your Bruins is a junior from Moore, South Carolina, number 4, Ann Ward. And they are coached in her 9th season by Dr. Vicki Denny. Assisted by Lou Denny, Krista Schlichting, and Victoria Dunwoody.
Well, it's a great atmosphere inside the Davis Fieldhouse on the campus of Bob Jones University in Greenville, South Carolina, where we are ready to get underway with the Lady Bruins home opener. I'm Nate Warwick here to bring you the action live as it happens. Thank you so much for tuning in with us this evening, as it should be a fun contest here as the Lady Bruins welcome in the Spartanburg Methodist College Pioneers. This is not the season opener for either of these teams. The Bruins have played 4 matches already, but none of them were here in the friendly confines of the Fieldhouse. And it's been, trying to think of the best word to describe it. It's been a very close start for the Bruins, as they have lost all 4 matches, but 3 of them have gone the distance. The other one went 4 sets. And one of those that went 5 sets was lost by the minimum margin of just 2. So it has been a lot of close calls for the Bruins, but haven't quite been able to seal the deal yet. But given the history of the Bruins and the way Coach Denny always improves the teams throughout the year, don't think we'll expect that losing streak to last too much longer. Obviously, the Bruins hoping it ends here this evening. Meanwhile, over on the other side of things, the Pioneers have been very busy. This is their 15th match of the season already, and when you consider that it's just September 3rd, that's kind of insane. They are 5-9 on the season. Only one home match for them, 4 true road matches, and then 9 on neutral courts. All 4 of the Bruins' previous ones have been technically on a neutral court. Tapping toward the back corner, and that's going to go out of bounds, and Pioneers will be on the board first. A lot of new faces for the Bruins here this year. One name you're going to hear a lot is Lois Beto. She is a junior, but this is her first year starting on the squad. Nice tap over there as the Bruins even things up. And hopefully you were tuning in during the pregame, but if not, the roar that went up from the crowd after her name was announced is one of the most enthusiastic I have heard in quite a while. That one's misplayed there on the other side by Tristan Crane. That'll go down as an ace. Bruins, by the way, are in the right. They are on the right. They are serving in the white uniforms. Pioneers in the gray on the left. That one, did it go wide? It did. The Bruins rattle off 3 in a row after dropping that first point. Another good serve, well received though. Set across to the far side, tapped out of bounds. It was a good pass, but not able to execute on the other end. And the Bruins with an early 4-1 lead. Also, I will apologize in advance. These are not a number of new faces for me. And the Bruins jerseys are very nice looking, but it is hard to read those numbers from up here. Jamie Robinson, though, the sophomore from nearby Simpsonville, is on the serve. Looking to continue the Bruins streak, and that's going to be another ace. Her second. And I believe we're going to have a timeout here as Pioneers snagged the first point, but it's been all Bruins since, rattling off 6 in a row, including those 2 aces. In case you're not as familiar with how the timeout rules work at this level, each coach has 2 timeouts to use per set, and there's no carryover of any kind. You use them or lose them, and it's best 3 sets out of 5. As you have probably observed, a point is scored on every rally regardless of who served, and each set is to 25, but you must win by at least 2. Revisiting the Bruins schedule thus far, all 4 matches took place in a 2-day span on the 30th and 31st as they took on Guilford. That was a 5-set loss that was 23-25, 26-24, 16-25, 25-18, 9-15. So again, a couple of those sets, minimum margin, very, very close on that one. Then took on Roanoke. That one also went the distance, 25-18, 26-24, 21-25, 17-25, and 13-15. And so close to pulling that one out. That's another ace. Robinson on fire. And that one wasn't even touched. Bruins rolling here early. Seats filling in here in the field house for the ladies' home opener. Set up here, big swing. That one was right at Ann Lloyd. Got a piece of it, but not enough to keep the point alive. That one had some serious pace on it. Going to have a substitution as Riley Franklin will check out for the Pioneers. And checking in appears to be Aurora Aho. That one going to find its way in the net and actually knocked the antenna over. That's I've seen a lot of serves go into the net, but I've not seen that happen before. One of the connections may be a little loose, though. So we'll have a quick timeout to fix that. Never know what's going to happen any given day. One of the things I love about live sports. Once we are all set with the antenna, which it appears that we are, it will be the libero and Lloyd Jr. out of Moore, South Carolina, on the serve. Bruins with a solid 8-2 lead here in the early going. Set up, that one's going to be off the block and find the floor. Pioneers take back over, and it will be their libero on the serve. Set up here, big swing. And that one was thundered down, but it's going to be Pioneers' point. I didn't catch if that was a double hit on the set, but it wasted an absolutely beautiful effort. And it's now 8-4. Miscommunication there as that one falls untouched. Blaylock was close to it, as was Robinson. Good pass set up here, off the block and down. Bruins take back over. That was Madison Goldstrom, Jr. out of Natrona Heights, Pennsylvania. Bruins with a 9-5 lead here in set number 1. Trying to find their first win of the season, hoping it'll come here in the home opener. Set up on the outside, well struck. Pioneers take back over, so they yielded 6 points in a row, but they've been able to stabilize since then, and the lead is down to just 3 for the Bruins. Serve, not a great pass, able to salvage it though. Down the line, dug successfully. Pass across, big swing. And another resounding kill for the Pioneers. Brookno will continue to serve. Freshman out of Inman, South Carolina. Not too far up the road from here. Bruins struggling just a little bit on that first pass. That one blocked, but into the net. And just like that, Pioneers are within 1. Much better pass this time, set up. And that one's going to go all the way to the back wall as Aho unable to keep it in play. And the Bruins with a much-needed point there to break up the momentum. Robinson checking out here. I think it's Lindsey Cassell that checked in. Again, apologies. Soft touch. Popped up. And had to just be tapped over at the last second. Nice recovery as that was a broken play. And Spartanburg doing a really good job of finding the holes in the Bruins' defense. They gave up that big run early. It looked like this set might be over with quickly, but they've really battled back. Set up here. Didn't get as much of that one as she would have liked. Soft touch down the line, and that one's going to find its way to the scorer's table. And we are all tied up at 10 apiece. This is, if I'm not mistaken, the youngest squad Coach Denny has had here at BJ. I'd have to do some digging through some rosters to confirm that, but I'm fairly confident that is the case, with only one senior, that's Blaylock, on the roster. It's a good strike, but an even better dig. Dumped over, kept alive, punched over, and too far. Momentum firmly in the Pioneers' favor, and Coach Denny will use her first timeout, as the Bruins have seen what was a 5 or 6 point lead just evaporate. Chick-fil-A of Taylors is a proud partner of your BJU Bruins. Chick-fil-A of Taylors is located just a few miles from BJU on Wade Hampton Boulevard. I invite you to check them out today. Consistently great food and great service. You can't go wrong. Well, Bruins trying to get their feet back under them here as Pioneers have gone on a run, erased the deficit, and have taken an 11-10 lead. Here comes the serve. This one's going to be pushed over. Set up here on the near side. Soft tap. Lloyd is all over it. Back down the line, and the Bruins with a much-needed point. Gets the fans excited here. Lloyd will swap out. Her position would have rotated to the front. That is wide on the serve, and the Bruins give it right back. Good serve. Again, a little bit of a tough pass. Bruins have had some trouble with that Pioneer service game. That one struck wide, untouched, and the Bruins even things back up at 12 apiece. Here comes the serve. Good dig on the backside, passed across, off the block. Good recovery. Sent to the far side. That one was definitely touched. And we'll go back to the Pioneers. Definitely a well-matched battle here in set number one. Tristan Crane back to serve for SMC. And that one too strong. Both teams a little bit of issues with keeping those serves in play. Bruins back on the serve, tied at 13 here in this one. That one sent deep, and it's on the line. Thought it was going too far, and instead it is an ace. Painted the back line on that one. Beautifully done by Robinson. And right down the line. Fielded well, though. That one too strong, untouched. Bruins get another. Trying to pull away here past the midway point of this first set. And that one into the net. Pioneers take back over, trailing by just one. That one going to be popped straight up. Lloyd's going to have to come get it. Then a free ball for Spartanburg Methodist. That one caught the tape, but found its way over in front of the diving Robinson. And we're all tied up at 15. And that pass went pretty much out of bounds, right down the line. That one came higher than I think the libero was expecting. Able to keep it in play, though. This one off the net. No issues there. Tapped to the backside, and it's in on the line. Now it was the Bruins' turn to think it was going long, only to see it paint that back line. And the 2-point lead is quickly erased. Set up here, soft touch, beautifully placed. Nice little change-up thrown there by Blaylock. Ties things up at 16 as Lloyd comes back to serve. Short serve. Set up on the far side. Dug off the net and over. What a defensive stop. And then it's powered too far to the back corner. Great job by the Bruins just keeping that one alive off of the net, getting just enough of a touch to enable them to keep the point alive, and sometimes that's all it takes. See if this sparks anything. Lloyd on the serve once again. Short serve. That's not a good set. It's going to be a free ball here. And that one also not an ideal attack, but they made it work. And that one comes back across. And it's going to be SMC's point. I don't know if they're saying it hit the antenna. It didn't hit the floor. That was what the indication looked like as the official pointed down to the ground. Definitely, not sure on that one. I'm guessing it hit the antenna, but I didn't think it was that close. Either way, we're tied at 17, almost an ace. Again, the Bruins with a great job just to even keep it alive. Another great dig. Came all the way back across, though. Another chance blocked, but this one's out of bounds. Couple fantastic defensive efforts from the Bruins, but ultimately for naught. And that's going to be an ace. Pioneers up by 2 late. It's 19-17. This has been a back and forth battle. Bruins went on a nice run early. Looked like they might waltz away with it. And SMC said not so fast. Set up here. That one was touched by the block. So the Bruins will take over, trailing by just 1. Bruins trying to tie it up here. It is 18-19. Set back corner. No problem. Set up in the middle. And again, the precision on a lot of these Pioneer attacks has been excellent. Been able to pick apart those holes in the defense very, very effectively. 20-18. Going to be Brooke No on the serve. Set up here, soft tap is into the net. Might see timeout number 2 here, and we will. 21-18, the Bruins very much in danger of dropping set 1. Coach Denny going to try to see if she can spark something here in her young squad. What late set heroics can the Bruins dig deep and find? Trailing by 3 at the moment, 21-18. And that was their second timeout. They're out of timeouts for the set. Pioneers still with 1 remaining. No will continue to serve. Here we go. Pioneers trying to bury this first set. Again, not getting the connection on the attacks. Soft touch, diving effort, great save. There'll be a free ball, but it is over. Attack blocked up front. Emphatic denial. As Emily Lewis said, return to sender. Big block there for Lewis solo in the front. Brings the Bruins back within 2. Down the line, that one might have been going out. Free ball here for the Bruins. Good opportunity. Set up a little bit short, but then an equally impressive block the other way. It was Kendall Minders of Liberty, South Carolina. Some teams trade big rejections in the middle. Set up here, back corner. Dug successfully. Push set down the line. No problem for the Bruin defense. And this one's gonna find the floor. Lindsay Cassell with the kill. Bruins hanging around, but they're still down by 2. So in back corner, kept alive. It's going to be a free ball again. Well placed, though. That took a diving effort from the libero, and it's not going to come back over. It was all Hannah Vucinic could do to even keep that alive, and ultimately doesn't come back across. Chance to tie it. That one tickled the tape, but made it over. That's right down the line. Could not have been hit better. And now it's 23-21. It's going to be another free ball. Well placed. This is going all the way, batted and out of bounds. It's set point. Close has been the name of the game for the Bruins. Number of times they just have almost found it, but just hasn't been there. They're on their last chance. They'll get at least one more. Big kill up front. That was Hannah Goodwin on that one. Sport management major out of Virginia. Beto back to serve. Bruins cannot afford any more mistakes. Down 22-24. Second set point, and it's an ace! Huge ace from Beto. Pioneers are still sitting on one timeout. Not going to use it here. My guess is if the Bruins get this point, we'll see timeout number 2. Beto targets the same area. And joust up top. Double hit. That one was almost like it was in slow motion as it just went basically straight up. Wanted to see if it would come back across the net. And we are all tied at 24 apiece. Remember, you have to win by at least 2 points. So whoever wins this point does not automatically win the set. This one's set up well, blocked up front! And the Bruins have turned the tables. And there's timeout number 2. Bruins have rattled off 4 points in a row to flip this set on its head. They were trailing 24-21, fought off 3 set points in a row, and now have a set point of their own to try to snatch this one right out from under the Pioneers. How can you not enjoy a set like this? Bruins showing some great resiliency here down the stretch. That ace by Beto is huge. Then the big block up front. Bruins coming up with clutch plays when they needed them most. Now they need one more to seal this first set. Beto still on the serve. Bruins with their first set point. Here we go. Looks deep, and it is. So we are tied back up at 25. A little bit too much power on that one. Bruins will try to earn themselves another set point here as Tristan Crane comes back to serve for the Pioneers. Here we go, 25 all in set number 1. Huge point here. Pretty good pass on this one. Nice dig on the backside. That was Crane. Bumped over. Good pass. Back corner. That's going to find it. Second set point for the Bruins. Well placed on that one. Just beyond the reach. That served just over the net. Off the fingertips, kept alive. For the set. What a dig, kept alive, free ball. Another chance for the Pioneers. There it is! The comeback is complete as Faith Blaylock hammers it off the block into the net. And the Bruins erase 3 set points and end up taking the first set 27-25. We'll be back for set number 2 in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
insurance broker that provides auto, home, life, and business insurance. You have enough choices to make, so make one that always gets you the best rate. Check them out online today at fcisc.com. That is fcisc.com.
Well, after that thrilling set number one, how will set number two possibly top it? Let's find out. Teams have swapped sides, so the Pioneers now on the right, wearing the gray jersey still, of course, and the Bruins on the left. What a come-from-behind win for the Bruins there in that first set. See what happens here in set number two. Vito will start off with the serve for the Bruins. That one, a lot of pace on it. Going to be a free ball. A little bit of miscommunication, but they were able to get it okay. Soft tap, going to be kept alive. And not going to get it over. That's 4 hits. And it was out of bounds anyway. Good setup here. Pushed it. Beto with the dig. With the back. Short set. And that one going to go the wrong way. Off of Stephanie Burke. Received well. Good set. Soft touch into the middle, well received. That one's off the block and out. Kill for the Pioneers. Set up here, back corner. Good dig. Swatted back across. Beto got a lot of it, but didn't get up in the air much. Another serve upcoming here for the Pioneers. Beto with the set. Big swing, and that one's going to find a gap. Cassell with the kill. Bruins back within 1. Down the line, miscommunication there. Went the wrong way off of Lloyd. The Pioneers lead 4-2. And that one's going to go into the net. Bruins Trail by just one, 3-4. Serve from Lloyd. Here's the setup. Lloyd with a nice dig. Off the block and down. Bruins tie it up. It's going to go the wrong way, and this is going to end up being a free ball for the Bruins. Good opportunity here. Set across. Big swing. Going to come all the way back across and out of bounds. Another kill for the Bruins as they take the lead. That one right down the line. Set up across. Dig is going to come all the way back across and illegally hit. I think it was hit while it was still on the Bruins side. I think it was going to make its way over, but it looked like maybe hit a little prematurely, and the Bruins now lead by 2. Lloyd continuing to serve. Fairly short serve on this one. Set up right by the net. It's going to be bumped over. Good opportunity here for the Bruins. Can they cash in? To the outside. Kept alive. This one should make its way back over. And it will. Short set. What a dig by Lloyd. Great job keeping it alive. Soft touch. Racing in. And that's over the line underneath. That should have been called. It is not, as the libero, Vucinic, she had almost half her body underneath the net, contacting the other side of the floor. Not sure how that one was missed. But the players played through it, and Pioneers pick up the point. Here's the set. Off the block, goes the wrong way, kept alive. Back corner, Lloyd, no issues with the dig. Still viable from the back. Nice strike there. Put some pressure on the defense and then blocked up front. Those blocks really get the crowd going. Combination of Burke and Lewis there on the rejection. Bruins lead 7-5. It has been a nip and tuck kind of game. And that one going to be won by the Pioneers. Beautifully placed in the corner. In case you missed it, first set, Pioneers went down big early to the Bruins. Down, I think, 6 or 7-1. Rallied back, led for most of the first set, had 3 set points. They're up 24-21. Bruins rattled off 4 points in a row and then ended up eventually taking set 1 27-25. And all indications here early in the second is that this one is going to come all the way to the wire as well. Was it touched? It was not. So that's going to be out of bounds. Tack error. That one also too strong. Back-to-back attack errors tie this up. 8 apiece here in set number 2. And oh no, that was touched. Otherwise, that would have been 3 in a row. But that one did catch a Pioneer. So the Bruins will retake the lead. Bruins serving with a 1-point lead. Set up here. Not a lot of power on that one. Bruins trying to find the middle. Well defended. Set up here on the outside and almost kept alive, but not quite. Tied back up. It's been a thoroughly entertaining home opener for the Bruins thus far. Trying to snag their first win on this young season. Season not quite so young on the Pioneer side. As mentioned at the beginning, this is their 15th match of the season, which seems insane to me given the relatively early nature of the timeline. I mean, we're only 3 days into September. Set up here, soft touch. Good coverage by Vucinic. That's cross court and a beauty. A lot of power on that one. And that's one of those that when you see it, you just kind of have to shake your head a little. Catches the tape and falls its way on over. Not a lot you can do about that one except just kind of shake your head and move on to the next point. Chance here for the Bruins. Set up. Not a clean hit on that one. Good dig on the backside that time for the Bruins, but then a bad pass. It's going to be a free ball. Another chance. Another dig. It's all the way back across. Joust. Bruins still alive. Longest rally of the evening thus far. And it's eventually going to go the way of the Pioneers. Their largest lead of this second set. 13-9. And the Bruins will use their first time out here. Coach Denny wants to talk things over. That was quite the rally. The Bruins on the wrong side of the end of it. Conveniently located off of I-385 and just 5 miles from downtown, the Courtyard Greenville Haywood Mall Hotel wants to give you 10% off the best available daily rate. Their on-site bistro serves Starbucks, breakfast, and dinner with a seasonal outdoor pool with fire pit and grill available. You can learn more at Marriott.com. Well, the Bruins in a slugfest here right now with the Pioneers. They're able to squeak out the first set, trailing by 4 here in the second. It has been very much back and forth. Here we go. Down the line. No problem there for Vucinic. And that one, was it wide? It was, and was not touched. That one did not miss by much on the attack by Leilani Campbell. Beto back to serve for the Bruins. They trail by just 3. That one going to be an ace as the return goes out of bounds. With a couple big ones of those today. Brings the Bruins back within 2. That one, gonna be another. Coming up with some big serves here. Good response for the Bruins out of the timeout. That's a great serve. Well received, though. It's going to be a good chance here for the Bruins. Set up in the middle, off the block, out of bounds. And the Bruins, just like that, have erased the 4-point deficit. 13-9 to 13-13. Vito to try to retake the lead here for the Bruins. Attack is into the net. That was not blocked, so that's going to be 4 hits. And the Bruins have the lead. That one is too strong for Beto, and go back over to the Pioneers. One popped up. Pretty good set, all things considered. That one just barely squeaks it over. Big swing does get it back across. Another chance for the Bruins attack. And that was wide and untouched. Pioneers take back over. Serve is a good one. Pretty good reception, though. That one's off the block and down. Big kill for the Bruins. I believe that was Goodwin. All tied up at 15. Big swing, and that one gonna be a kill. McKinley Smart has really had herself a night. A lot of big swings there on the outside, and a lot of them have found a home. And that's going to be another point for the Bruins. All tied up at 16. Lloyd will be on the serve. This has been a very entertaining home opener thus far. Good pass, short set, blocked up front, kept alive. Free ball for the Bruins, and well placed. Great job by Vucinic finding that little gap. Bruins trying to tie this thing back up. And tipped off the block's fingertips. And that one kept alive, and it'll find the floor. Pioneers up by 2. Another nip and tuck battle here. The Bruins have already used one timeout, so only one remaining. Both timeouts still in the pocket for the Pioneers. Set up right there. Great job by Beto avoiding the net. Coming up with a very nice set. Bruins back within one. Trying to find a way to tie this up. Good pass, soft touch, goes the wrong way. And Pioneers back up by 2. And that one missing on the serve gives the Bruins a free point. And that one's going to be a free ball. Does come over. Chance here, and Bruins get it. Tied up at 19. Applied some service pressure and able to turn it into a point. It just does not get any more exciting than this. All tied at 19. That is in on the back line. Big ace for Faith Blaylock. You have to make that split-second decision if you think it's going to go too long. And in that case, the decision was the wrong one. Bruins with a 1-point lead here, 20-19. Late in set number 2. Big swing on the other side. Leilani Campbell. Or no, excuse me, that was Braylon Brewington coming up with the kill to tie things up, 20-20. And Bruins respond. It's going to be a double hit trying to handle that attack. And the Bruins up 21-20. Tight one here down the stretch. And it just got a little bit tighter. We're tied at 21. Crucial points here coming up. 21-all. Set up on the outside. A lot of power on that one, but received relatively easily. That one was touched. The Pioneers back up. (22-21). Bruins with one timeout remaining. Pioneers with both. That one not going to make it back over. And here's that timeout. Bruins have done this before. They were down 24-21 in set number 1 and came back, but obviously it's not the ideal situation. Can the Bruins find that magic 2 sets in a row? Pioneers desperately trying to even things up. Bruins trying to take a commanding 2-0 lead. All on the line here in the next couple points. Huge point here for the Bruins, trailing 23-21. Brooke No on the serve for SMC. Set up, blocked, and it's set point. McKinley Smart coming up with a big rejection there. Bruins out of timeouts and out of points to give. Setter's dump is beautiful. What a timed attack right there. Caught everybody off guard. And the Bruins trying to repeat history here. They stave off one. And once again, it's Beto back in the service spot, just like last set. Can Lightning strike twice? It's another ace! And the deja vu is about as strong as it can be right now. Bruins on the brink of tying this up. Still one more set point chance for SMC. Will it be here? Yes, it will, right on the line. And it's the person who has come through them time and time again, McKinley Smart, able to shut the door on the comeback attempt. Both of the first two sets, the narrowest of margins, 27-25, 23-25. We'll be back for set number 3 in 3 minutes. Well, it doesn't get any closer than this. Through 2 sets, both teams have won exactly 50 points apiece. Bruins took the first one 27-25. SMC taking the second one 25-23. Pioneers will start with the serve here in set number 3. Remember, it is best 3 out of 5, so for the 5th consecutive match to open the season for the Bruins, the match will go a minimum of 4 sets. Got 3 5-setters and a 4-setter thus far on the season. Good setup here. That one, nice diving dig by Lloyd, but not going to be returned. Both teams even at 1 apiece. Soft touch, but it goes off the net. Not a bad idea, just not executed the way they envisioned on that one. Oh, they're actually going to say that was a Bruins point. My apologies. Guess they're going to say it was touched by one of the Pioneers. Obviously, they have a much better view of it than we do. We're right there on top of the line. Good dig in the back. Set up across here. That's a kill for Blaylock. Burns off to a good start here early in set 3. And that one going to be a kill for SMC. Definitely not the most conventional set, but it worked. Kucinich back to serve for the Pioneers. Yeah, it's going to come over on 2 hits. And again, Pioneer front coming up with another kill. Bruins have had a couple big blocks, but for the most part, Pioneers have been able to go around it, and that's going to go down as an ace. The Pioneers quickly erase that early deficit. They're back up 4-3. Set over, and once again, could not execute it better. Ties things up at 4. Serve going down the line, received well. Set up, that's off the net, but does get over. Soft touch and diving effort keeps it alive. Great job. That one well off the mark. Definitely not the hit she was looking for there. No back to serve. One popped up. It's going to come all the way back across, but it's battled for up front and won by Amari Singleton out of right here in Greenville. Coming up with a big play at the net. Set up here. It's going to be kind of punched over. Set across, and that's going to be a net violation. Bruins point. Down the line. Kept alive. It's going to be punched over. Good chance here for the Bruins attack. Good dig in the back, though. Set toward the back corner. Bruins able to cover. Far side, another good dig. And another battle up front. And once again, it's going to be won by the Pioneers. Bruins have struggled on some of those jousts at the net. Pioneers lead 7-5 here in the third. Both teams tied up at one set apiece. Free ball. Set up and another big kill up front. Pioneers have found a lot of success. That time it was Kendall Minders. What an effort to even get a hit on that by Lloyd, but ultimately not able to keep the point alive. And the Bruins will take a timeout, facing an early 9-5 deficit here in set number 3. Well, fans, I encourage you to check out the Bruins website for all the latest information on your BJU Bruins. You'll see results of the games, upcoming schedules, feature stories on players and coaches, post-game interviews, all that stuff and a whole lot more, all on bjubruins.com. Your go-to source for all things Bruins. Well, the Bruins will need to dig deep here in set number 3, as they have struggled a bit here at times. Came up with a huge come-from-behind set 1 win. Weren't quite able to come all the way back in set 2, and now facing an early deficit here in set number 3. Here we go, back underway after the timeout. And that one just missed, but they're going to say it was touched. Nope, going to say out of bounds. A little bit confusing as the side official made the symbol for it being touched, but it's apparently not the case. And Bruins get a much-needed point there out of the timeout and see if they can build on it here. Good chance here, set up, and delivered. One of the smoother runs of the offense we've seen here tonight. That was Hannah Goodwin cashing in. There's just been a number of times, and of course it's very early in the season. You kind of expect this, but times where the team just isn't quite clicking on all cylinders. They'll get there. That one comes all the way back across, and then absolutely hammered by Mainders. Pioneers up 10-7. And that is touched. Pioneers back up by 4. Bruins trying to find an answer. That one was not touched by the Bruins. That's going to be 4 hits. The Bruins will take back over, trailing by 3. We'll have Beto, who's been one of the best servers on the day. A nice dig in the back for the Bruins. Chance to retaliate, and they do! Lindsey Cassell. It's a great dig in the back, and then able to turn it into some offense. Bruins within 2. Down the line, received well. Good setup. And another kill. Spartanburg front line has been very, very efficient. Serve going to be received by Lloyd. Set up here, blocked. Nice dig to keep it alive. Free ball on just barely caught some of the tape, and it's going to fall on the Pioneer side. Bruins take back over. Bruins have been able to keep this one close. Haven't trailed by more than 4 at any point in this set, or actually I don't think they've trailed by more than 4 in any of the sets. But Pioneers have just been consistently able to just keep a little bit in front. Keep the Bruins from going on any big runs. It's 13-10. And that one, attack error right into the net. And that lead is back up to 4. Diving effort keeps it alive. Bruins still trying to capitalize, not able to do it there. Pushed over, off Lloyd, kept alive, and Beto not able to get it over. Largest lead of the match. Bruins trying to stop the bleeding here. And that one had so much spin coming off the block. Still alive, though. Good setup, and that one will eventually find the floor. And the Bruins do stop the run, but they're desperately in need of some momentum. Still trailing by 4. Guide. No problem for Lloyd on the reception. Huge hit as Blaylock comes up with a big kill for the Bruins. Right around the midway point of this third set. Both teams have each taking a set. Third one is pivotal. Missed touch by the Bruins. And not to be a naysayer or anything, but in their previous 4 matches, the Bruins had won the first set in 3 of them. In fact, it even won the first 2 sets against Roanoke before not being able to seal the deal. That's an ace. Lead is back up to 5 for the Pioneers. And that's going to be, I think, an illegal shift on the Bruins. Don't see a whole lot of those. And we're going to have a timeout. Bruins trail 18-12 here in the third. It feels very, very much like what we've seen in a number of other matches for the Bruins earlier this year, where they've just been right on the brink and just haven't quite been able to find that last step they need. Still time, but running out of it. 12-18 here in the third. Pioneers sitting on their largest lead of the set. Trying to extend it here, 18-12. Here we go. Set up here, punch to the back corner. Dug successfully by Schoenstra, and another kill. And the Pioneers threatening to really run away with this one. How can the Bruins respond? They're out of timeouts. That one deep. Attack error. And it's 20-12. And inadvertently ended up setting up the Pioneers instead of her teammate. Blocked up front. Much needed play there from the Bruins. Give a little bit of life into the squad, as they have a lot of ground to make up and not a lot of time to do it. 13-20. And that one looked like an illegal hit and or a net violation. Be a net violation. The Bruins couple points here. Trying to turn this around in the 11th hour. Thankfully not literally. That's going to be another kill from Smart. Bruins digging deep for some answers here. Trail by 7 in set number 3. Well placed, diving dig. It's all the way back across, set over, and that one finds the middle. Well placed. Bruins take back over, trailing by 6. That one blocked up front. Another chance, and all 3 people move away from it. Golden opportunity there for the Bruins, and communication was not there. Now the Pioneers 3 points away. Make it 2 points. That's an ace. Now this does not look like what we saw in the first 2 sets at all. Pioneers have kicked it up a notch, and the Bruins have been unable to match it. That one does make its way. That one took a huge hit off the net and came just in front of no. Bruins in need of some magic. That one deep and shouldn't have been touched, but it was. And now it's set point. You could tell she realized it too late that she needed to not be going for it, but at that point, she had already committed. Now it's 24-16, 8 set points potentially. That one kept alive. Set up here. Another good dig. Set over and right in the middle. Third set does not follow the script at all. Dominated, especially in the latter half there by the Pioneers. They have raised the level. Can the Bruins respond here in set number 4? We'll find out in a few minutes.
Conveniently located on Y-385 and just 5 miles from downtown, the Spartanburg Methodist
After winning the first set in thrilling come-from-behind fashion, Bruins dropped the second set very, very close, 23-25. But then that third set, once we got to, I don't know, about a third of the way through the set, it was all Pioneers. Ended up running away with it 25-16. Now one set away from sending the Bruins to their 5th consecutive loss to open the season. Bruins do take the first point. Bruins back on the left. Pioneers on the right. Beto will serve. There have been flashes of brilliance from the Bruins, but overall still very much looking like a team early in the season that hasn't hit their stride yet, but it will happen. And off the block and down, that'll be a kill for the Bruins. That one, another kill for the Pioneers. That one, Aurora Aho. That one missing on the serve. Bruins get a freebie. They lead 3-2 here in the fourth. Definitely not out of this yet. Just looking for a way to force a 5th set. And anything can happen in set number 5. That one in on the corner. Well struck there. That was once again smart. It was really shown out this evening. Probably been the player of the match from an offensive perspective. And that's going to be a double hit, I think, on the set attempt, and it will be. Free ball here. And Pioneers don't waste it. It just feels like when the Bruins have made a mistake, more often than not, SMC has been able to capitalize on it. Good set. Diving dig. This one towering. It'll be a free ball. And it just barely crawls over. Back corner, well received. Push toward the back. And that'll be another point for the Pioneers. And Bruins do get that one over. Pioneers set up the offense. Good diving dig. Another chance here. And that one will still be back over. What a play by Lloyd. Looked like it was dead in the water. Does end up being a Pioneer point, but man, got to give a lot of credit to Lloyd for keeping that alive as long as she did. Fantastic effort. But unable to reward themselves on the scoreboard. Good pass. And the dig will go out of bounds. So the Bruins will get a point back. They're having to fight and claw for each one of those. 4-7. Bruins trailing in set number 4, trailing 2-1. Free ball here for the Bruins. Good opportunity. And they cash in. Stephanie Burke with the kill for the Bruins. Set up here on the outside. Dig is going to go toward the scoreboard, and that's where it will find a home. Bumped across. Good effort there. Back corner, too strong. Not a bad idea, but unable to quite locate it. Big swing, but out of bounds. And just like that, the Bruins are within one. Set up here on the outside. Cross court, good dig. And that one blocked up front, kept alive though, and bumped over. Bruins have had some very impressive saves today, but that's not going to be one of them there, as Pioneers on the second effort able to get that one down. Good serve. Nice pass, though. Off the net. Recovered. That was a rough set. Wasn't really able to get the hit on it she wanted. The Bruins hanging around here in set number 4, trying to have something to say about this one still. Now, serve. A miss hit. We'll go back over to the Pioneers. That one battled at the front, and Pioneers able to find another hole. They're back up by 3. Kept over, kept alive. Good dig. Nice job saving that one as well. Blocked up front. Still live, though. Another extended rally here. And blocked up front! Big play. Bruins getting a big lift there from Emily Lewis. That'll send Beto back to serve. Bruins trailing by just 2. What can they come up with here? Free ball for the Bruins. Set up, and that was not the set they were looking for, and it's not going to make it over. Another point for the Pioneers. Puts them back up by 4. Going right down the line and in. And the Pioneers on a run here. 14-9. Good set. Doug going toward the seats. And that'll be a kill for the Bruins. Here, that one well off target. Bruins back within 3. That one just barely gets over, but then the Bruins make sure to seal the deal. And now they're within 2. This is feeling much more like the first couple sets where the Bruins were hanging around. That one, however, going back to the Pioneers. It's just been the case. They'll go on a couple little runs, but just haven't been able to overall catch up. Good touch, and that one will not make it back over. Bruins back within 2. That one underneath the net. That's going to be an under the net violation. They got that one. Thought they might have missed one earlier, but that one they definitely got. Whistled right away. Off the block. Good dig. Set up here. That one was touched. Going to come all the way back across and slam down with authority. And the Bruins are tied. 15-all. The Bruins have erased a 6-point deficit to tie this up in the 4th. Tie is short-lived. Pioneers take back over, but the Bruins definitely showing signs of life here. That one skied out the back. Actually came a lot closer than it looked like it was going to. That looked like that was going to be several feet out the back, and it only ended up missing by maybe 6 inches. But miss it did. And we're tied back up, 16 apiece. Bruins fighting to try to extend this to a 5th. Good serve. Well received, though. Soft touch. Bruins in the coverage. That one off the block. Bruins will try it again. That one also blocked. And tapped over to the back corner. Bruins will try it again. Probably the longest rally of this set. A couple times that setter's dump was very effective. Not that time. Off the block, another dig. And what a dig in the back. Great job by the Bruins, keep it alive. This is actually into the longest point of the match territory now, and just catching the line. The Pioneers take it. And if there was ever one point that summed up how a lot of a match has gone, it was that one. Bruins battling, coming up with some amazing defensive stops, hanging in there, ultimately coming up just short. Still time to turn this around. Only trailing by one here in the fourth. Make it two. We'll have a timeout for the Bruins here, trailing 18-16 in the fourth. While they talk it over, want to let you know that FCI Agency is an insurance broker that provides auto, home, life, and business insurance. You have enough choices to make, so make one that always gets you the best rate. You can check them out online at fcisc.com.
Check out the Bruins website for all the latest information on your BJU Bruins. There you will be able to see results of games, feature stories on players and coaches, and so much more. That's BJUBruins.com.
Bruins trailed late in the first set, erased 3 set points and ended up winning it 27-25. Trailed late in the second set, got all the way up to 23-24 for Pioneers were able to close the door. Third set, Pioneers just ran away with it, won it by 9. And the fourth, the ending is not yet written. Bruins trailing by 2 at the moment. Contested up top. Go to the back. That was touched. And the Bruins back within 1. Bruins trying to tie it. That one off the net and out of bounds. Nice job holding off, touching that one. We're all tied up, 18 apiece. Bruins with 1 timeout remaining. Pioneers still with both of theirs if they need them. Thunderous strike there. As Mainders puts the Pioneers back up. Bruins trying to tie it back up again here. Good dig. Off the block and down. 20-18. Pioneers inching closer to what would be win number 6 on their season. And the Bruins' hope of their first victory getting a little slimmer. It's off the block and down. Another kill for the Bruins. Back within 1. 19-20. Teams trading blows here down the stretch. But can the Bruins get over the hump? They've been within a couple points most of the set, but leading very rarely, and not in a long time. That one was not touched by the Bruins. That's 4 hits. We're tied at 20. That one a little bit too strong on the serve. Definitely not when you want to see a service error. (21-20) Pioneers. Bruins will once again try to tie this up. It's a good pass. And it's blocked. Stephanie Burke on the attack, but the double block able to handle it. Now the Pioneers just 3 points away. That one going to tower its way off into the Pioneer bench. Bruins another chance. And somehow, in the first, second, and now fourth sets, when the Bruins have needed to make up some ground, it's been Lois Vito behind the service line. She's come up with aces in each of the past 2 scenarios. They come up with a big one here. Not an ace, but it is a free ball. Blocked, kept alive. Setter's dump. Kept alive again. Cross court, Lloyd mishit. Able to get the dig though. Nice recovery. This is a huge point. Coming all the way back across. Beto able to get the dig. And that one just past the dive of Lloyd. So it's 1 and done for Beto on the serve. And the Bruins will spend their final timeout down to their final 2 points to try to force a 5th set. 21-23. It's been a great match here this evening. That third set a little bit of an outlier, but the other 3 have all been as nail-biter as you could ask for. And an enormous point coming up out of this timeout to either bring the Bruins back within 1 or give the Pioneers 3 match points. Here we go. Out of the timeout. Ace. Well, you can't draw it up any better for the Pioneers out of a timeout than to get an ace. And now it's triple match point. Good dig. Chance to put it away, and they do. That one went about 6 rows up the stands. And full credit to SMC. They earned it. And the Bruins' hunt for their first win will continue as they fall 27-25, 23-25, 16-25, 21-25. Fall to 0-5 on the season, 0-1 here at home. Meanwhile, the Pioneers go to 6-9 on the season, improve to 2-3 in true road matches. Well, that'll do it for us here this evening. I'm Nate Warwick saying thank you so much for watching. Good night, God bless, and go Bruins.